People used to own human slaves as a form of capital, but these slaves could die, they could get diseases, they could not be transported from one place to another place easily. This is why people switched to another form of capital, and that is bronze. Right now, we have US dollar as a form of capital. So throughout history, you can see that we have switched from a human form of capital to a material capital. But I want to argue in this video that we need to switch to a spiritual form of capital. What I mean by a spiritual capital is, if you can imagine that you are a super attractive guy and you have the girl of your dreams, and then this imagination actually happens in your physical world, then you are a owner of a spiritual capital. The best part is nobody can snatch away this spiritual capital from you. The material capitals like money, looks, status can be destroyed. And the worst part is this evil philosophy called red pill has taught men to obsess over looks, money, status in order to get girls. When you're focused on these material things, you become a materialist. When you're a materialist, you lose power to matter. When you see a beautiful girl on a street and you're very fearful of that girl and you cannot relax around women, then that just means that you are giving your power away to that matter, to that object in the physical reality. You have become a slave to matter. But yogis have always known the opposite to be true. It is your mind that is the originator of matter. It is your mind that should extend as your own personal reality. Neville Goddard said it best. Your persistent imagination coupled with elevated emotion is always creating your personal reality. When you understand this spiritual principle, then it becomes very easy for you to give life to your imagination. Now, the first step of breathing life into this imagination is learning the art of Yoga Nidra. When you completely relax your body by guiding your attention through your body parts one by one, you have achieved a state of sleepiness or a sense of relaxation. This is when your conscious mind starts communicating with your subconscious mind. Now is the time to visualize all these wonderful things happening to you. So start to picture an imaginal scenario where you're super attractive, where girls are surrounding you, where you can see that these girls' pupils are getting dilated because they are so attracted to you. You can visualize that these girls are trying to touch you, they are fighting for your attention, and you're just there with a big smirk on your face. Provide all the sensory vividness to this imaginal act. Maybe visualize that you can smell the perfume that is being exuded off of these beautiful women's bodies. Visualize that they are complimenting you, saying things like, wow, you're so amazing. Now hold your attention and place it on this imaginal act and mentally rehearse it over and over again until you start to feel the feelings of joy, gratitude, victory, empowerment, success, or thrill. When you can properly feel these elevated emotions, the longer you can sustain these elevated emotions, the faster whatever you have visualized actually happens to you in your physical reality. Your subconscious mind is like a projector. You load an imaginal act into this projector, and the imaginal act is going to get outpictured into the screen of your life. But most men will never do this meditation, this very simple act of imagination, because it is difficult for an average guy to completely relax their body. It is difficult for them to visualize in first person. It is difficult to provide the sensory vividness to his imaginal act. Most men have practiced feeling the negative emotions of jealousy, anger, hatred, resentment, competition for so long that it is going to feel very unnatural for them to feel these elevated emotions all of a sudden. This is the reason why you should do this. This is your competitive advantage. If this meditation was really easy, then every guy would do this. Every guy would have this spiritual capital. Every guy would be able to control their physical reality and get the girls that you desire. So Please, if you are amongst a very small percentage of men, maybe 10 to 15 percentage, and you're inspired by this video, then this meditation needs to be done tonight as you go to your bed to fall asleep. Just allocate 20 or 25 minutes at the end of your day and feel these elevated emotions and simply go to sleep. When you wake up in the morning, forget about this meditation. This meditation was an offering to God, to divine. Now, just live your life normally. This way, you do not become an obstacle for all these visualizations to come and find you. The wonderful thing about this meditation is when you have properly landed this imaginal act into your subconscious mind, you lose free will. Girls in your visible reality will lose free will as well. Now you will be compelled to move into one event after another until whatever you have visualized actually happens to you. Maybe you will be compelled to utter the right kinds of words. Maybe you will be compelled to make the right kinds of approaches. Maybe girls will be compelled to come towards you, to notice you, to express their desire to be with you. Whatever needs to happen will happen until whatever you have visualized and felt to be real actually happens to you. Now, if you're serious about mastering your imagination, your attention, and the capacity of your body to sustain these elevated emotions for a long period of time, then message me on my Gmail or my WhatsApp, which are linked in the description box and the pinned comment section. I only coach 4 men per month, so grab this opportunity quick. Remember, this is the emotion pill, where you must understand that feeling is the secret, and your physical reality just reflects what you feel inside. Subscribe, and I will see you in the next video.